Good morning, everybody. I'm Christy, and this is my channel, Javagirlstitches, and this is Flosstube number 27. First off, welcome back. I know I haven't been here for like a month, so I'm glad to be back. First off, thank you everybody so much for all the wonderful comments on the she shed. I really appreciated it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. It's definitely my happy place on most days. It's a little hot here. It was like 2 weeks ago, it was in the 50s, and now it's in the hundreds here. So I do not have an air conditioning in here yet. So it's super hot, so I have not been in here a whole lot. My husband is getting an air conditioning and heating unit together, and he's gonna put that in next weekend. So that will be nice, and I can spend a little bit more time out here. But I do really love it, and it is definitely my happy place. Okay, so I did have some questions about my shed. The first one was, where did I get these shelves up here? And I got them at Lowe's, which is like a home improvement store, like a Menards or a Home Depot, but that's where I got those. Where did I get my buffalo check chair? The best part of the whole room. I did get that at a store called At Home. And it's a huge store. It just came to town not too long ago, but you might have them back east or other places, but it has furniture, I mean, everything you could possibly want. I even got some farmhouse stuff there, so definitely check that store out because they have amazing, amazing things there. I could spend a lot of money in there. Good thing it's closed down right now, otherwise I'd be there. And then the main question I got a lot of is, how did my hubby make this my big table? Just allergies, guys. So what we did is we bought two of the cube units that are underneath. We got those at Lowe's, but you can get them at IKEA also. And then he bought a huge piece of plywood, and he put trim around it, like wood trim all the way around it, so he wanted it to look nice. And then he basically put quite a few clear coats of shellac over the entire table. And then he put the table or the wood top, and he drilled it to the cubes. And that's how he made it. It's pretty easy, so not super expensive. So if anybody wanted to make one, and you can make it as big as you want. I think mine is, I want to say mine's 6 feet long. I'm not sure how wide. And I also got asked, how big is my she shed? And I believe it's 336 square feet, but I believe it's like 12 by 28. So it was a pre-made shed, like a tough shed, and my dad had all of his train stuff in here, and he never used it anymore. So it was just very unfinished. So that's why it took so long. My husband had to come in and redo everything. And now he has to, he's realizing he has to dig through the whole yard to put like all the wiring for the air conditioning. So I feel bad for him. I'm like, I'm sorry, honey, but I'm dying out here like sweating. So, but today it's really nice. It's supposed to be 100 later, but for right now it's like kind of cloudy and it's really cool. So I'm like, I better get this video done before it gets too hot. Okay, what's been going on? Yeah, the boys are doing really good. We'll put it that way. John got a job working at Vaughn's, which is a grocery store. He's just a bagger, but it's his first job. He was super excited. He is saving up for a car, so that is his goal. So I'm really proud of him. Chase still ain't doing much of anything. I don't know what's going on. He just doesn't want to. He needs to get a job, and I told him that, but he's not really feeling it yet. And I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. But they're adjusting very well. They have built campfires in the backyard. They put cots out there, slept out there all night when it was cold. I'm like, you guys are crazy, but I mean, they're having a good time and they're being creative, and they cooked hot dogs and all sorts of stuff out there. So they've been swimming in the freezing cold pool, but they've been having a really good time, and they are adjusting very well to being here. And the quarantine doesn't seem to bother them at all. Me, yeah, I'm not doing great when it comes to all the change of the move and the quarantine, but I'm working on it. That's kind of why I have not been on here, and I know I am a total Instagram slacker. Like, I suck at Instagram right now, you guys. I got to get myself back into the swing of things and a little bit better mental state. And I know it's not just hard on me. A lot of people are having a hard time with this. So my prayers go out for you. I know I'm not the only one struggling, but we just got to keep reminding ourselves it's temporary and things will get better. And I mean, nobody in my family is sick. I don't even know anybody who's sick. So that I am grateful for. Trying to find the positive in kind of a crazy world right now. Okay, I think that's pretty much all that's been going on here. Finishes, I will start with those. I have 4, not tons. Trying to get finishing done is kind of hard when there's not a whole lot of stuff to find out there, but I was able to find a couple things, and I dug through my stash, so I'm going to start by showing you my FFOs. So my first one is, this was a pattern by Lizzie Kate, and it's called Hooray for the USA. It's just a really simple one. I've had it for a while, and I decided, you know what, I'm totally in the mood to stitch 4th of July. So I just threw this one in really quick, and I stitched it on, I should have wrote it down. I want to say it's Overcast Lugana by Lori Holt. And I did change the colors a little bit. I think I changed the red to a little bit darker red. And this little sign is like this. You can get this at Walmart. They had it in when the Easter stuff was there, and they might still have them. And then I just added a couple bows and a covered button. I didn't even put rickrack. I just wanted to make it simple. And there is some blue fabric behind there. And I will probably just hang that somewhere in my house. But just a simple little one. So not all the pieces have to be, you know, extravagant every single time. And I'm trying to learn that, you know, I don't always have to have everything all over the place. So just a simple one, but I was really happy with how it turned out. And it's a super quick stitch. And you guys know I love Lizzie Kate. So there's my first one. Oh, and I don't know if you guys, I didn't even show you. The star is just a wood star that I painted, and I just sanded the edges. I always sand the edges because I like that rough look. But you can get the stars at Michael's too, or probably Hobby Lobby. Because I think some of you guys still have Hobby Lobby open and Michael's and stuff like that. Here, no, still nothing. We don't even have curbside anymore at Michael's. We had curbside for like a couple weeks, and so I did do a couple curbside orders, but now it's completely shut down. So now I'm, not overly happy about that, but we gotta stay safe. Okay, my next finish, was a little pillow finish, and it's Let's Stay Home, and this was by Liz Matthews. It was a freebie one for the Be Well Stitch hashtag. And so I stitched it on 25 count vintage country mocha Lugana, and I stuck with all red. And then I sewed it into a pillow, and this pillow is probably the best pillow that I've ever done. And I think it's because I took my time, and the invisible stitch, I'm learning that I need to go slow instead of trying to do super fast. And when you go slow and you get it perfectly lined up, it does a lot better. So, and then I did ruching, which, let's talk about ruching and how hard it is. Well, I finally kind of figured out that why it was taking so long is because I was doing one little stitch at a time, when you can actually take your needle and drag it through like 3 times, just weave it in and out and pull it out, and you do 3 stitches at one time. I was like, blonde, like how did I not know that? So it was much easier this time. And so there's my ruching. And then I just added a little tiny ribbon with a little tiny heart that I painted and sanded. And there's the back. And I know this is like, it looks like barn. It's the only red that matched, you guys. Desperate times, you just use what you have. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. So that's my second finish. Move stuff over here. My third finish, it was another free one, and it was the Home Stitch Home. Oh, don't look at the back. Home Stitch Home by Tiny Modernist. And this is my finish on this. So before the quarantine started and everything was shut down, I went to Joann's, and this was like a birdhouse. So it had another piece down here, and I had my husband cut it off because I knew I wanted it to look like a little house. So I finished it on sticky board. I did add some white rickrack, the same fabric as the pillow. It's like barn door wood fabric. I put it on there, and then I added 2 bows and a little flower and a covered button, which is blue, to kind of tie in the blue. And then down here, it's just like a little, I guess you would basically put bird seed in it, but I put greenery in it. And so I was super happy with how this turned out. As soon as I saw this, I knew this is exactly what I wanted it for. And it did not come stained. I stained it myself. And then see, you can see on the back, don't look at the back, but it has a little hole. So it's like a birdhouse, but I just covered it up. And so sometimes you just think out of the box, pick up whatever you can, and you make it work. So, and this will hang on my wall up here. So my husband's gonna have to move some stuff over there. He doesn't know that yet, but he's going to have to. He's gonna love me, especially after all the, when I found out how much work it was to put the air conditioning in, poor guy. Okay, my last finish is Prim Village, and I was going to do 3 houses, but the border on the end, it wouldn't have matched up. It would have been kind of wonky, so I decided you have to do all 4, the whole row. You have to do all 4 houses. So I did, and this is my finish on this. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay, so this tray I got at Big Lots, and it was white, so I sanded it down. I stained it, which you can still see a little bit of white, but I'm okay with that. I mounted it on sticky board, and then there's some brown rickrack, and then I used red, what fabric is that? It's check, but it's something else. Don't know, can't remember. And then some blue fabric also. What fabric is that? Homespun. So I used 2 homespun fabrics. I glued it into the side of this tray. And then on the top, the word home, I found that at Walmart. And it was bright white, and I had it on there, but then I was like, I better put a little stain on it so it's not so white, because there's not much white. There's no white in here. So I wanted to dull it down a little bit. So I glued that to the top, added another little bow, a tiny bow. So this is probably my only finished piece that does not have a big bow, but I thought, you know what, it doesn't need it. With the home, it just needs a little bow, and then I glued some greenery on it. And I am super happy with how this turned out. Because I had an idea for it, and it turned out exactly how I wanted. So see, I can do stuff, you guys, without big, huge bows, but it does have to have some kind of bow on there. But that's probably one of my most favorite pieces, and that's gonna get hung up in here. Okay, let's see. So those are all my FFOs. I did finish some other things though. They're just not FFO'd yet. So the first thing was Cream the Cow by Stitching with the Housewives. And I just finished this. I thought this was gonna be my whip pile, but I did finish it last night. Let me see if I can, paper's gonna be easier to see. So I finished the cute little cow. I also finished the or I guess it's a rooster. I finished the rooster by Priscilla, and the only one I need to do left is I want to do the goats. And I was deciding whether I'm going to do all 3 of them like on one piece, or I'm going to do them all separately, but they are going to go into my kitchen because I am going to add some shelves. I do have a hutch, which I could throw them in. So I'm either going to do that, or I'm going to stick them on some shelves, because I got this really cute little farmhouse. I should have brought it in here with a windmill from Zoo Lily. I saw it come up and I was like, oh my gosh, so cute. So I bought it, and it's perfect for farmhouse. Okay, that goes with that. My next finish I did was, this was Priscilla and Chelsea, the one that was in the magazine. I think it's Spring Tulips. And this has been done for a while. And I think I have an idea of how I'm gonna finish it. I kept kind of playing with it, and I just wasn't feeling it. I've been struggling with the finishes lately. So I'm like, okay, well, at least it's stitched. And so once we get the air conditioning back in here and I get feeling a little better, I wanna get this finished. But love stitching this one. Super fast, super cute. Okay, the next one I finished was, this is another little small one. It's called Land That I Love by Heart and Hand. and I stitched this on coffee tea dyed Monaco. So it was the coffee, I coffee tea dyed it myself. And I think I stuck with most of the colors. I might have changed the red a little bit, but I just used DMC. And I love how that turned out. I would love to do it into like a circle thing, something like that, but again, I'm not really great at circle finishes, but I am going to try. I think I'm going to try on that one. Okay, and this one was by Bent Creek. I think it was the Spring Row or something like that, but I did finally finish that one. And this has been finished for a while too, because like I said, I haven't been here in a month. So this got finished pretty quick after my last video, but I can't get any, you know, because the stores are closed, I couldn't get anything for it. So I had an idea, so next year, I'll just put it in my little bag of shame over there, and next year I'll get it done. Okay, my last finish that I did was from the book Tis Hollow's Eve by Blackbird Designs, and I did the little pumpkin stocking, and I did finish that. So I have one Halloween thing done this year. That's it, but that's okay. After Stitch Mania, then I will start working on Halloween. Okay, let's get to my whips. Don't have a lot of them, but I still got a couple. Okay, so this one I started, and I love this one, and it's going into Stitch Mania, which I will show you my Stitch Mania plans today too. I'm taking it easy this year, not going crazy like last year. So this one is Oh My Stars. How cute is this? By Little House Needleworks. I absolutely love this. I stitched on it for like 2 days because that's what I do in my rotation, but I honestly wanted to keep going with it. I loved it so much. And this is what I've gotten, how I've gotten so far. And this is stitched on, it's on 25 count Lugana, and it's Barley, and it's by Lori Hort. You can get it at Fat Quarter Shop. And I did use all the colors. The green I did change. I think it called for Eve's Leaves, and it was too light, and so I went with Bean Sprout. And I thought it just made it a little bit brighter. So I cannot wait to get back to this. So it's getting shoved right in Stitch Mania. Because I am definitely, besides chickens and farmhouse, which I still want to stitch, I really, really want to stitch all of the 4th of July right now. So that needs to go separately. Okay, I did pick this one up again. I didn't get very far, but this is Excuse the Mess by Shannon Christine. I started this way earlier in the year. I tried to get a little bit more done, and I believe I got the little spools of thread, I got some of the lettering, and I got the little pin cushion done. And this is on 28 count Lugana that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I coffee tea dyed it. Just really quick, dunked in. So I made a little progress on that. I wanted to get it finished, but it's gonna go in the whip pile. Which, yes, I do have a lot of whips. I still have whips, you guys, from last Stitch Mania. It's bad. Okay, my next one is, my last whip is Bloomtopia. And I think I'm farther ahead. I think this was release 8, because I have it beforehand. So I just need to do the last 2 and then the border around it. So again, I wanted to get this done before Stitch Mania also, but I have not. But I'm still ahead. So I just need to get those couple done in the border. And this is stitched on Pewter Lugana, and then my own classic colorwork choices. And again, every time you keep stitch on it, it's prettier and prettier. And Denise already done with hers, dang. She's kicking my butt. Okay, let's see. That is it for my whips and what I've been working on. Again, trying to get back into the swing of things and get stuff done. But I'm really excited for Stitch Mania. I think that's going to help me kickstart and get me back in the groove of things. So I did get two cards, one from my friend Stacy, a Happy Easter card. Thank you, Stacy. And then I also got a card from, her name is Sue, beautiful card. And it was a thank you. She won one of my giveaways and she sent me a thank you note. So I don't get that very often, so thank you so much. That means so much to me. A card means the world. I appreciate you taking the time to thank me and send me that, and it totally made my day. Okay, let's see. Haul. I got a little bit. Of course, I got the new pattern, the Truckin' Along. I got the whole kit. There better be floss in there. I don't see, yeah, it's in there. Okay, the Truckin' Along. I would like to start this, but I don't. If I can throw it into Stitch Mania, I will. If not, then I'll work on it later. The next one is by Teresa Koget. I always say her name wrong. My Black Hen, because it's a chicken or a hen or a rooster, whatever. I love them. The next one I got it's by Madame Chantilly. Don't know how to pronounce it, but it's cute. But look, it's got chicken and cross-stitch stuff. I mean, how cute is that? I've never seen it before, and I was like, yeah, well, I'm ordering floss, so I'm just gonna throw it in the cart. And then this one I have wanted for a long time, and I finally bought it, which is Farm Life. And to me, that looks huge, and it's gonna take me a really, really long time, but I do wanna get around to it. And I have seen, I know Michelle Made by Michelle McGraw. I think she just finished hers and hers turned out beautiful. And she whipped it out pretty dang quick. And then definitely I want to do this for Halloween. The Madame Chantilly, the tray. But this thing is, you guys, it's like a book. It's huge. And I do notice that the colors are called for DMC, but they don't exactly match. So I'm gonna have to do my own color conversion, I think, on the colors. But how cute is that? I mean, again, Raydon mug, love everything about it. My next thing was it's Cluck Boo by Pedal Pusher. And what are those? They're chickens. So it's like a barn, and the chickens are dressed up as pumpkins. I mean, how can you not stitch that? That is just so cute. And I believe I got this. I know she has them on her Etsy shop too. So cute. And then my last thing I got, and this is so my friend Alyssa, and you probably know her from Starry Night Studio. She does amazing finishes, and she always says that I enable her. So girl, you enabled me this time. So I got this pattern, and it is spring miniatures, and I got it for the two little chickens on the bottom, or roosters, or whatever they are. But she stitched them up, and they were so cute, and I knew I had to have it. So see, people enable. I'm not always the enabler. All my friends tell me that. Like Vicky was like, I was a monogamous stitcher before you came along, and then I got Denise started on Lugana, and I have them buying all the patterns, and I'm like, I'm sorry. That's what friends do, you know. We enable each other, so that's my nickname, is the enabler. Okay, so I'm gonna go really quick through my Stitch Mania. Not going crazy, because if you guys remember last year, I think I picked out a new pattern for every day, and it made me nuts. And a lot of stuff didn't get done. I quit halfway through, so I'm like, this year I'm going to make it completely more manageable. So I do have a little book, just a Raydon notebook, and I did not write everything down. Like last year, I took pictures of everything, I wrote everything down. This year I did not. I'm like, I'm just going to stitch whatever I feel like on that day. I'm going to stitch it and make it way less easy and less stressful for myself. And so, and trying to find floss, you guys. I know I'm not the only one that's like, it's my hair, sorry. It's like Hunger Games online trying to find floss. So I have placed like 10 orders, different orders, trying to find the floss that I need. 3 of them got canceled. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never had such a hard time finding floss in my life. So I do have most of the floss. There's a couple I'm still waiting on, but I do pretty much got everything, most of everything that I need. So one of the first things I am going to be doing for Stitch Mania is the Feels Like Home series. And this is a Stitch Mania stitch along with Fat Quarter Shop. And I'm using the Cloud Lugana, which normally I do not like to stitch on white, but with Lugana, it's totally different than Ada. It's way pretty. So I'm going to be doing that. And it's like a 5-part series, so you stitch 1 part each week. Okay. I'm going to be doing the Baltimore Salt Box. Okay, I don't want to knock stuff over here, but. So I'm gonna be doing this. I am gonna be changing the color of the house to a darker brown. But 4th of July. And then I will be doing Oh My Stars. I will be working on that one. Next one is Souvenirs of the Heart. And I have that all kitted up and ready to go. Got all the floss for this one. Okay, these two. So my plan is basically I'm going to do probably, I'm sorry, my nose keeps itching. My allergies are bad. My plan was to do like 2 or 3 a week. So maybe like every 2 days do one. But if I get, you know, if I'm working on something and I want to keep going on it and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to switch, then I don't have to. And I like it much better that way. So I am going to also be doing by Heart and Hand, Land of the Free. Is that what it's called? Yep, Land of the Free. And I'm going to be doing this one that matches it, Home of the Brave. And I did pick different colors for these. I picked colors, and I'm using Mushroom Lugana for it. I don't remember if you, last year I made a pillow, and it was Land That I Love by Lizzie Kate. And so I just chose those colors, and no, I did not write the colors down. So I'm just looking at a picture, trying to match up DMC that I think is the right color for it. So I kind of wanted to match those instead of the such dark colors on that. And then this, I am going to be doing from the Sweet Land of Liberty by Blackbird Designs. Okay, I'm having all sorts of issues today. And I am going to be doing In Full Glory. So I'm going to be doing, this one right here. And I saw somebody else stitch this up. And I think she did change her colors a little bit, and I loved it, and I was like, whoop, that needs to go into the pile. And I will be stitching that on Mushroom Lugana. And then my threads I picked. Okay. My next one I'm going to be doing is, it's got floss everywhere in it, but you guys know it. Was it Star Spangled Swine Farm by Priscilla? And you can't see down here, but I'm just gonna do I'll try to push the floss down. I'm just gonna do the pillow or the little one down here. I'm not doing the big one. So there's another one. I'm just shoving it in there for right now. Okay, another 4th of July one, which I'm super excited about this one too. It's so cute. And it is JBW Designs, Sweet Land of Liberty. Look how cute that is. And it has, does it have sheep? Oh, it has bunnies. Oh, it has sheep over here. Yeah, that's what I thought. It has sheep. So that should be a pretty quick stitch too. And I'm really excited to start this one. And I did get all the floss for that one too. I don't know which one it is. There's a couple that I didn't, but. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the 4th of July. The next one is House Rule. And this is a bunch of little houses, and it says House Rule, count twice, stitch once. But it's got cute little red and blue houses and stitching themed, so I definitely am throwing that in there and doing that. We're running out of room here. Okay, and I did want to, I thought if I have time, then I will start a couple Halloween ones. So this one by Hands On Design. I want to start this one because that's not a very hard stitch. Okay. This is another little tiny one. And this is a smidgen of Halloween. How cute is that? Very excited to start that one too. Okay, I only have a couple left, you guys. This one is by Lizzie Kate, Why Yes, I Can Drive a Stick. And I saw somebody last year and they stitched it on gray fabric. So I have 16 count. I think this is Stormy Night by Fabric Flare. So I'm going to stitch that with just the black on there. So, I mean, it's all black, so that shouldn't take very long at all. And then probably make it into a pillow. And then this is my very last one. This is like if I have time, and I know Priscilla has some new patterns coming out and for 4th of July, and I might throw those in there. So I don't know that I'm gonna get to these Halloween ones. I just kind of picked out the ones I really wanted to start immediately. And again, that's why I'm not writing everything down. It's gonna be like whatever I feel like. But this one is by Prairie Schooler Trick or Treat. And I do want to do the whole big one. So not likely I'm going to get to this, especially when I know other stuff is coming out for 4th of July. So that is my plan, you guys. Nice and simple this year. No project every day. I think I have 12 projects total, so not a whole lot. I definitely making it more manageable this year. Okay, I think that's it for this week. So first off, I want to thank everybody for stopping by and joining me today. I'm trying to get my stitchy bug back. I'm trying to adjust. I know I've not been here in a month, and I mean, it's a little rough. I'm glad my boys and my family are adjusting to this, but I don't like change. You guys know that. And from the move to dealing with Tyler, I'm not even gonna get into that. And then the shutdown of everything, it's just a little bit more overwhelming for me, especially. I don't know if many of you know, but I do deal with depression and anxiety, like really bad anxiety. So things like this that probably won't affect people as bad, or they can deal with it a little bit better, I don't deal with as well. But it's okay, because I'm gonna make it through it. And thankfully, my friends, one thing that Vicky, Denise, and Anna and I, we started FaceTiming with the 4 of us, and we would talk and stitch. And yeah, when you stitch, I don't know how people stitch on, like when they get on Zoom and they stitch and talk, because all we did was talk, and I tried to stitch and I had to refrog the whole entire thing. So, but that is one thing that has helped cheer me up. And we are thinking about doing Zoom, so we just need to download it. I know Denise has done it, but I would like to get started and get in on that and start up a Zoom. And so if anybody would like to join us, just contact me on my Instagram, and we would love to have you. Hopefully next week we can get that going. And just everybody hang in there. And, you know, if you're struggling like I am, we're gonna make it through it. Talk to your friends. Friends help so much. Pray. I've said lots of prayers. Things are going to get better, and I'm going to look at the positive side of things. This weekend, my husband and we're leaving tomorrow on Friday, and we're going to Utah. And yes, I'm going to social distance. I'm going to wear a mask. I'm going to be safe. That state is not shut down as much as Las Vegas is, but we're not going there to, be around people. We're going to go hiking because we have a favorite hiking spot. And I just need to get out and get my mental health back to a better place. And so that's what we are doing. I just asked them, can you just take off work? Can we just go? Because the boys don't even want to go. They're like, that's a car ride. We don't want to go in the car. I'm like, Chase, you're 17 years old, and all you do is sleep in the car every single time. It's not that big of a deal, but they don't want to go. So it's kind of good that just me and my husband are getting away and we're just going on Friday and coming back Saturday. So, but we want to go hiking, and there's a river, which I love water, and I'm going to bring my stitching so I can start my Stitch Mania, but just spend some time with my husband and kind of get back to a norm, or back to reality. It's going to be nice. I'm really excited and looking forward to it. So anyway, I have rambled on enough. Everybody have a great few weeks. I don't know when I'll be back, but when I feel like it, I definitely will. I hope you guys enjoy Stitch Mania. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. And if you're not doing Stitch Mania, I hope you're enjoying whatever you're stitching on. I love you guys all so much. Thank you for all the comments every week. The encouragement, people who reach out to me and ask me if I'm okay. I am. I will be okay. I am hanging in there. And I appreciate you all so much. So everybody have a great couple weeks, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.